Okay, I've practiced with the drone at the wheelie spot. I've practiced with the drone out in the woods. I think it's about high time that we try this drone out in the wild. Let's see what we can do. So I've had this DJI Mavic Pro for a couple weeks now, and I've been getting used to flying it and getting familiar with all the autonomous settings and using them and learning them, and slowly starting to figure out and fine-tune how exactly I'm going to use this drone to incorporate into my regular YouTube videos. I'm also slowly perfecting how I attach the bike, or how I attach the drone remote controller to my motorcycle, and I think what I'm gonna settle on is I've modified my RAM mount to hold on to the phone, and then I will put the controller on the phone and then kind of bungee the whole thing together, and I hope that'll be a nice stable platform. At first I was kind of just using bungees here on the motorcycle. I would bungee it to my tank bag, and on the four-wheeler I would bungee it to, just bungee it to the four-wheeler. While this process worked, it wasn't as stable and as I would have liked. So it's just, for me, it's just a matter of trial and error. So that's kind of what I'm doing today. I'm going to go out and trial, and I'm going to err. So hopefully nothing is broken, lost, or confiscated in the process. My plan today is to go out to a few turns that are at the far end of my little loop, and try to put the drone up and just kind of have it hover in one spot and ride through the scene and see what I capture. I might try to do a few waypoint passes as well. Like I said, adding the drone to my channel is really adding, like a real major component, and it's gonna be a huge learning curve. So I thought it would be marginally interesting to document my whole learning process and how I've gone about learning to use the drone, and the changes that I've had to make along the way. And at some point I will stop talking about how I'm using the drone and what I'm doing, and I will actually just start splicing in footage in hopes to bring a nice tasteful and seamless video that includes some drone footage. Okay, I'm coming into a little section that's got a couple nice turns. Let's see if we can find a good area to post up, and see if I could just get the drone in the air, set it as a stationary, and just set a scene and ride through it a couple times, and see what kind of footage results. I did pack up the drone, but I kind of wanted to leave the remote setup in place and kind of see how it acts as I ride. So what I have here is I have my X grip, my ram mount X grip, and I've just taken the plastic rubber boots off the handle and replace it with a little bit of grippy cloth black tape. So it jumps around a little bit, but as long as it doesn't fall off, and as long as I'm not going really, really hard, I don't foresee a problem. But what I wanted to do initially was just pack up the controller every time. But since this is kind of like the first time I'm kind of using this setup out here in the wild, I kind of want to just see how it behaves without having the drone up and not concentrating on doing turns, just kind of riding about and seeing how it does. Okay, so that was another little foray out with the drone. I think that formula works kind of well. The idea being that I have a specific spot, or I see a spot that I like, do a quick drone flight, make a couple passes, and then beat feet the heck out of there, as to not draw undue attention to myself. Obviously, I'm not going to try things like this in wildly congested areas or during rush hour traffic, or just basically around a lot of people. I'm still learning drone flight, and I pretty much jumped right into the deep end with this whole drone flight off the back of a motorcycle bit, and I'm really not trying to screw it up. You know, I don't want to be that guy that they make a law against. So I ain't trying to push my luck. No, Your Honor. I just want a little bit of drone footage for my YouTube channel. Come on.